Against me, it's Kelly Marie. It's it's Kelly Marie. It's it's Kelly Marie. It's me. I miss Kelly, baby. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to day 81 of The Journey, aka 10 Minutes with Kelly. I am your hostess with the mostest, Kelly Marie. Good morning, yes. I understand that it's Throwback Thursday today, but I have something else that I'd like to discuss, something that just happened in my life that's a little touching, a little sensitive, a little bit. But it's a great lesson. It's a wondrous lesson. So if some of you know, wow, oh, that's crazy though. Because like when you think, okay, so earlier this year, actually before I guess I had just started my morning, started this conversation with Kelly, these 10 minutes with Kelly. I signed with an agency, well, not an agency, excuse me, a management company. Not quite sure what the difference is, but it is what it is. So I signed on with this company. And it was a new company, and we kind of were filling each other out. But yesterday, I received a letter, an email, stating that they were reviewing, I guess, the status or the progress of the models, and it stated that because of some recent issues, as well as my non-immediacy in responding to their emails. But as a result of those things, that they were no longer going to be able to represent me. And at first, last night when I first read it, I was like, ah, serious? Like, I was so looking forward to having a model management company behind me, particularly as I am transitioning from Baltimore to New York, because they would be in New York, they'd have access to castings. And even, the first job that they sent me on was here in Baltimore, and I was very inspired by that and have been looking forward to working with them as a result of that. So when I received the letter, I was a little bit crushed. I really was. However, I had to understand and remember that I am an adult. Because like I said, it was a period of feeling each other out. There were some things that I didn't necessarily agree with. There were some things that I guess we were on different pages about. But they also said the way that I guess I spoke to them, or I guess composed my emails, wasn't in a way that they liked, I guess. Ultimately for me, as an older model in this industry, I'm going to say whatever I need to say to get what it is that I need to get from the photographer, from my management company, from whoever, and I think that there was just a discrepancy between what I was told their interest was and that their level of expertise was, and the reality of where they actually were. And like I said, it was just, for me as a model, I can't sit by and just say, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think specifically what they're referring to, so that I'm not just speaking around and being very vague about it. But I believe that what they're referring to is the photo shoot that I recently did in Central Park. I got a final pick back from my management company because the photo shoot was done to promote the new company at a party later on this year, or this summer rather. Actually, next month, I think, yeah. Um, but yeah, and there were just some issues with it, and for me, what I explained. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know. I know it's not Model Monday, but it's a model life moment. But like there were certain things. I know I've talked about it on here before, but there were certain aspects of the photograph that did not promote professionalism, that did not do a good job of promoting my brand. Um, and I just said that to them, and I stated that, that I didn't think that that was, what the company wanted to put out there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to put, and that's what I said. I said, I can't use this photo. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't. You know what like, I'm going back overseas at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to have my shit on point. You know what I'm saying? I can't just like give them bullshit and be like, oh, do you want to hire me? Do you want to book me? No, I have to have photographs that show that I work with professional people who know how to professionally capture an image and how to professionally edit it and how to professionally, print it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that. That's what I need for my book. I don't need more half-ass pictures. You know what I'm saying? That I can you put up on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And that was essentially what she said to me was like, please post these and make sure that you tag us. But I don't want to post those because they don't represent my body of work, number one. Not just because of, some of the technical flaws of the photo, but also because of there was a stylist on set who wasn't really styling, wasn't really paying attention to, whether the bathing suit was straight or, whether, this went with that or, you just have to double check things. And the way to be a successful company, like I know, because my business went under after 2 years. But for me, my thought process would be that if you want to become a professional model and you want to seek all of these professional non-ghetto models, because that's how I see you're going, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even picking like the traditional I guess models. Not That's not even what I want to say, but you know what I'm saying. Back to what I was originally stating, which is that for me to get let go because of saying something like that about my product, I don't have a problem with that. Like, I was sad at first, and I was like, am I still gonna go? Do you still have a future? You get that. You know what I'm saying? You go through that. Like, it's the whole self-doubt, like, it shakes you. But you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, the reality is that I'm still going to do what I'm going to do because I'm led to do that. You know what I'm saying? And, this was not even a bump in the road. It was a lesson. It was a definite lesson learned. Hopefully you guys got some good information from my Model Monday recounts of what's been happening. And, like I said, and honestly, it was foolish to even think that it would have shaken me anywhere, because if it had been something as far as the quality of my work, if someone was like, I really can't use her, her photos are horrible, she looks terrible on screen, something like that, I could definitely understand that. But, and that would probably, that should, shake me. But for me standing up and stating what I felt, yes, I will accept responsibility. I wasn't, quick to respond because I mean, it wasn't like, it wasn't anything that needed to be responded to. Like the stuff that they would send out. Like it was like, like the last thing that they sent out, it was, save the date. This is the date of um, the promotional party, and and we'll send you out more information later with specifics. So what am I supposed to respond to that? What am I supposed to say to that? Okay, like send me information. I'm sorry. Because now it sounds like I might be a little bit bitter, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, I'm a little agitated. A little bit agitated. I mean, particularly because I'm like, you let me go, but you wasn't sending me out on shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was like, for the first couple of weeks, it was impressive. She was giving us stuff, giving us stuff, giving us stuff. But then it was like, it like stopped, and it was like, we're focusing on this photo shoot for, the promotional party. But it's like, like, what about the work? And see, that's the thing for me, is that I find that there are a lot of people who are interested in the benefits of having, the agency or the management company, or being a model, or being a singer, or being a rapper, whatever. But you're not doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all well and good to keep doing castings and to grow your base, even though you said you wanted a small group of models in the beginning. But if your focus is no longer getting them work, then what's the point of getting more people in your roster to not get them work? You know what I'm saying? So, again, I look at it as a blessing. It certainly is not the end of the world in any way, shape, or form. For myself or for them. I wish them nothing but the best. Hopefully we'll see each other coming up on the other side, and that'll be great and wonderful. And, I still have great love I still have great love for them. And like I said, brava, brava. But, such is life. But, who knows what my future now holds, I think it's great because it's also giving me a kick in the ass. Because another one of the issues was, the travel. Like I've stated on here many times, I'm definitely not traveling for a rehearsal. I will travel for a fitting. I will travel for a day of or a day before of a show, but I'm not traveling for rehearsal. I'm not. Because again, traveling, it has to make sense or make sense. And rehearsal travel does not make sense. But yeah, so, and it's also kicking my butt and making me understand that, this dual city thing really isn't working. So it definitely is time to put my caboose in motion and get my ass up there. So that's it. I do have my registration, so now I can go ahead and get my P.O. box next time I go up, which I guess will not be Saturday, but if anyone is watching a model in the New York area, there is a casting for Fashion Avenue, Fashion on the Hudson, and I think even Baltimore Fashion Week this Saturday. Look on my page, and the information is there, www.facebook.com/Kelly. No, that's wrong, I'm sorry. /Kelmar, Kelmar, E-N-T, Kelmarent. But yeah, so, I don't know what's... I don't feel no